You didn't click on this video by accident. You didn't stumble here randomly. Something deeper and something far older than you or me has brought you here. And that's not a phrase meant to sound dramatic. It's the truth. Because what you're about to hear is something that has traveled through time, hidden in plain sight, passed quietly from teacher to student, from seeker to seeker for centuries. And it always shows up at the exact moment you're ready. They called it the master formula. No, it's not written in some dusty textbook or encrypted in secret symbols, though parts of it might have been. It's not something a modern influencer came up with. This idea, this principle, this formula is older than recorded history. It's a truth that bypasses logic and speaks directly to your soul. And it always begins with one moment. This moment. Right now, you're probably facing something. A challenge. A dream that seems just out of reach. A desire so strong you can feel it in your chest but don't know how to bring it to life. Or maybe you've lost something. Yourself, your faith, your focus. The master formula knows. It doesn't ask for credentials or permission. It only asks one thing. Are you truly ready to remember? You see, the truth is never taught. It's remembered. Buried deep within your being is every answer you've ever searched for. You were born with it, and the world in all its noise and distractions simply made you forget. But now, you've paused. You're listening. And that is the first step. Let me tell you a story. Centuries ago, in an old temple tucked away in the mountains of what we now call Tibet, a group of mystics kept a scroll. Not a long one, just a few lines. But the words, they changed everything. Travelers who found it would report visions, sudden clarity, healing, a fire inside their chest. And those who truly understood it, well, they didn't stay the same. They saw the world differently, they walked differently, and life responded differently. What was on that scroll wasn't magic. It wasn't even mystical. It was a pattern, a set of principles that aligned a person's thoughts, emotions, and actions with the deeper forces of the universe. It was the formula, the master formula. And here's the wild part, you've already used it. You just didn't know you were. Think back to a time when something just clicked for you, when everything seemed to fall into place, when an idea, a meeting, or a moment changed the course of your life. That wasn't luck. That wasn't random. That was alignment, a glimpse of the formula at work. But now you'll see it clearly. So what is it? What is the master formula? It begins with belief, but not the kind of belief they teach in books or preach in temples. It's not about believing in something outside of you. It's about remembering the power that's already within. You must believe, not that it will work, but that it already has. That's the paradox. You don't believe so that it happens. You believe because it's already true. You were never meant to beg the universe. You were meant to co-create with it. The second part is clarity, not goals, not wish lists, clarity. Most people want things, but they don't know why. They want to be rich, but they don't ask themselves, for what? They want love, but they haven't loved themselves in years. The formula doesn't respond to noise. It responds to resonance. If you're not clear, the signal you send is static. And then comes the most misunderstood part, surrender. You've been taught that surrender means giving up, that letting go is weakness. But in this formula, surrender is strength. It's trust. You do the work, and then you release. You release the fear, the timelines, the expectations. You say, I've shown up, I've aligned. Now I let the river carry me. And when you live like that, magic happens. People will start to notice something about you. They won't be able to explain it. They'll say you have a glow, a calm, a knowing. You'll walk into rooms and shift energy without saying a word, not because you're special, but because you're aligned. Now listen closely. This is the part they never told you. The formula has a voice, a real one. It's that whisper you hear when you're quiet enough. It speaks in nudges, gut feelings, sudden ideas. You've felt it before, those flashes of, I don't know why, but I need to do this. That's not random, that's your inner compass, that's the formula talking back. And if you follow that voice, even when it makes no sense, especially when it makes no sense, you'll see the path light up beneath your feet, one step at a time. The world won't always understand you. You'll be called unrealistic, naive, too intense, too quiet, too spiritual, too different. Let them say it. The formula only works for those who don't fit the mold, because the mold was never made for you. You weren't here to blend in, you were here to wake up, and now you are. You're now standing at a threshold. The first door has opened. But to truly embody the master formula, there are 3 more keys you must understand and integrate. Each part will take time, and you'll feel resistance, doubt, or even fear. That's expected. This is the process of uncovering something greater inside you. Key 3. Alignment through emotion. This is where many seekers get stuck. They get belief, they get clarity, but they ignore the heart. The master formula moves at the speed of emotion. Emotion is energy in motion. It's the fuel for transformation. When your emotional state aligns with what you say you want, when you feel gratitude for something that hasn't yet arrived, you activate resonance. Do you ever feel waves of joy or peace when you imagine your desired outcome, even before it shows up? That's not fantasy. That's the formula responding. Cultivate that feeling. Stay there. Let gratitude expand you. If fear, doubt, or insecurity rise, don't judge yourself. Acknowledge them. Then consciously shift back toward what feels good. Ask yourself, what version of this truth would make me feel uplifted? And then dwell there. That's the power of emotional alignment. It becomes a magnet. Key 4. Embodied action. This isn't about working harder. It's about guided action. Action aligned with insight. Small steps, intuitive nudges, inspired ideas. These actions aren't exhausting, they are energizing. You might feel led to learn something, speak to someone, or create something, even in solitude. Those are the moments when the formula whispers and you follow. Listen. Respond. When opportunity aligns with inner guidance, you move from reaction to creation, and life responds. Doors you've been knocking on begin to open. Key 5. Sustained presence. Mastery is not destination, it's frequency, it's consistency. To keep the master formula active in your life, you must return to presence daily, not ritual. Presence, whether it's through stillness, nature, journaling, or quiet breath. These are the recursion points, times when you realign your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the deeper current inside you. Elon Musk once said, "Some people don't like change, but need it, like water." Change is uncomfortable, yes, but it's the water of transformation, and presence is your anchor. Integration, the inner whisper. Here's the truth, the master formula never leaves you. It always exists in 3 layers. 1, the knowing, your core truth. 2, the feeling, emotional resonance with that truth. 3, the whisper, intuition, action, and trusting silence. Every time you follow the whisper, the knowing deepens. Every time you align emotion, your resonance strengthens. And every time you step into presence, your path becomes clear. A real story. Let me share a modern tale. In 1947, a humble woman named Esther Hicks began sharing messages from a collective intelligence she later called Abraham. She didn't aim to become a guru, she only desired peace. Yet millions listened to her words. Why? Because her alignment, the message, resonated with an internal truth many were ready to remember. That teaching spread not because of marketing, but because it vibrated at a frequency people recognized within themselves. That was the master formula at work. Belief held quietly within, feelings resonating truth, action sustained by gratitude and presence. Your invitation. Now take a moment, close your eyes, breathe slowly. Bring to mind what you truly desire, something that feels heartfelt. Let the feeling of having it right now rise inside you. Don't force it. Let it come. Feel it. Stay there. And ask, what next? What whisper is waiting? You might hear words or feel a nudge or simply sense a thought. That's your inner compass pointing the direction. Then act not out of fear or obligation, but out of inspiration. One small step. Notice how life responds. Watch how the universe braces open. Remember, belief is remembering your own truth. Clarity is knowing why. Emotion is the current. Action is the form. Presence is the anchor. They called it the master formula. And you found it because at some level you've always had it. Closing words. There may be noise in the world. There may be voices telling you to hustle harder, show up louder, fit in more. But the master formula asks something deeper. To slow down, to feel, to trust the whisper inside you. Because when you do, you awaken. You stop chasing, you start co-creating. You don't just follow the formula, you become it.